of the Bengaluru Tech 2020 in the GIA sessions. So each country had something to offer, and definitely the bond of friendship between India and the various countries is going to become stronger. Thereby, overall, the industry will grow and the society at large. So with this brief introduction, it's indeed my pleasure to welcome all of you to the valedictory session. And at the outset, I would request Dr. E.V. Ramana Reddy, Additional Chief Secretary to Chief Minister and Additional Chief Secretary of Department of Electronics, IT, BT and S&T Government of Karnataka for the opening remarks and welcome address. Over to Dr. Ramana Reddy.
We were privileged to have Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi sir, who inaugurated this year's BTS. We were also immensely pleased to have the remarks of His Excellency Mr. Scott Morrison, Honorable Prime Minister of Australia, and His Excellency Mr. Guy Parmelin, Vice President of Swiss Confederation Federal Councillor. Shri Ashwath Narayan, CN, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, Mr. Stuart Ayres, New South Wales Minister for Jobs, Investment, Tourism and Western Sydney, Australia, Ms. Annika Saarikko, Minister of Science and Culture, Finland, Mr. John Whittingdale, Minister of State for Media and Data at the Department for Digital Culture, Media and Sport, UK, Mr. Prashant Prakash, Axel Partners and Chairperson Vision Group for Startups, Ms. Judith Ravin, Consul General of United States in Chennai, and Mr. Randhir Jaiswal, Consulate General of India, New York, Ms. Pushpalata, General Manager, KITS, friends from media and audience. I welcome you to this valedictory ceremony for the Bengaluru Tech Summit 2020. This year, Bengaluru Tech Summit was bigger and better and showcased the best innovation of not only Karnataka, but also the nation and the world. BTS 2020 was able to break the barriers of boundaries by bringing all stakeholders onto one forum. We were privileged to have Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi sir, who inaugurated this year's BTS. We are also immensely pleased to have the remarks of His Excellency Mr. Scott Morrison, Honorable Prime Minister of Australia, and His Excellency Mr. Guy Parmelin, Vice President of Swiss Confederation Federal Councillor. BTS 2020 witnessed several insightful sessions where experts, industry leaders, entrepreneurs, policymakers deliberated latest trends and disruptions in the world of technology and innovation. Shri Anand Mahindra, Chairperson Mahindra Group, provided keynote remarks on day one, discussing how COVID-19 is a catalyst for societal transformation and can make 2020 mankind's year of wonder. In his keynote address on day 2, Mr. Amit Agarwal reiterated the commitment made by Amazon founder and CEO Jeff Bezos in January to export goods worth $10 billion from India by 2025. We also heard about how to innovate from Israeli entrepreneur and writer Mr. Avi Jorish, about how Israel is innovate at a rapid pace and how other countries and people can follow suit. On day 3, Indian engineer, innovator and education reformist Mr. Sonam Wangchuk spoke about the need to transform education and promote innovation amongst the youth. The summit was addressed by over 250 domain experts, including over 80 global personalities, focusing on the most disruptive technologies and innovations across the globe under 4 tracks, namely Knowledge Hub, Innovation Corner, One Health, and Global Innovation Alliances sessions. Some of the key focus areas covered included: on the Knowledge Hub track, we had panelists talk about topics such as impact of IP on innovation, technology for public good, opportunities in data science amidst the pandemic, etc. The Innovation Corner track focused on our startups and issues such as creating a deep tech mindset, Silicon 2 systems, cybersecurity R&D, and others. One Health track, most critical in current pandemic times, saw experts talk about epidemiology, vaccine discovery and development, reimagining digital health and regulatory challenges in biotech. The GIA track, which saw a truly global participation, had sessions on future of nutrition, future of work, future of fintech and outer space. I would like to thank all the honorable ministers, researchers, industry leaders and experts, bureaucrats, policymakers, entrepreneurs for taking the time to speak at BTS 2020. The summit would not have been a success without your valuable insights. I would like to thank all our GAA partner countries for their continued engagement with Government of Karnataka. You have all helped us make this year's event truly global. I would like to thank the attendee and audience members for their enthusiasm to learn about new and emerging technologies. Without your participation, we would not be able to create impact. I would like to thank Honorable Deputy Chief Minister Dr. Ashwath Narayan CN for his visionary leadership to the department and this event. I would like to thank the vision groups for IT, BT and startups for all their supports and guidance for us. I would especially like to thank the conference committee chairpersons, Dr. Vijay Chandru, co-founder and chairman of Strand Life Sciences, Mr. Jitendra Chadda, chairman IESA. Their role has been very important this year in ensuring that the conference was curated better than ever before. I would like to thank the officials of our department, KITS, Active, Checked In team, KUIC EY team, and all industry associations for putting together such a fantastic event in spite of the pandemic and the challenges it brought up. And lastly, I would like to thank our friends from the media, all forms including electronic, print, social and Doordarshan, who have helped us reach an audience wider than ever before. Bengaluru Tech Summit has provided all of us an opportunity to lead from the front, to join hands, to proactively engage with technology ecosystems to create synergies. As Honorable Prime Minister of India mentioned, Digital India has indeed become a way of life, and we need to work with all partners to create a better tomorrow. I hope to see you all next year at Bengaluru Tech Summit 2021 from November 18th to 20th, 2021, and wish you a fruitful year of cooperation and co-creation. Thank you and see you in 2021.
Thank you, Dr. Ramana Reddy, for a very cordial opening remarks. And I would now request Mr. Prashant Prakash, the chairman of the Vision Group on Startups, Government of Karnataka, for his remarks.
Echoing the clarion call of our Honorable Prime Minister to Indian entrepreneurs to build from India to the rest of the world, our SaaS leaders at the summit highlighted the $1 trillion opportunity to service global businesses. They emphasized that in the next normal, India-rooted SaaS businesses are in a prime position to address the changing software needs for global companies, unlocking a treasure chest for India's future. To highlight the role of technology in changing rural lives in this country, at the summit, experts spoke about the agri-tech ecosystem in India and how to enable the youth in the country to create an impact in the agri-tech sector. Noticing a huge shift in the quality of agri-entrepreneurs, it was predicted that this decade would see a new digital green revolution changing every aspect of the agri supply and demand chain.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prashant Prakash, for your address on startups. And definitely, India is forging ahead to become the startup capital of the world. I would now request Honorable Stuart Iris, Minister for Jobs, Investment, Tourism and Western Sydney, to address all of us.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Stuart Ayres. I'm the New South Wales Minister for Jobs, Tourism, Investment and Western Sydney, and I'm so pleased to be representing the New South Wales Government from Australia at the Bengaluru Tech Summit today. It's a wonderful opportunity for me to talk about the strength of the relationship between Australia and India, but particularly the state that I represent, New South Wales, our two countries' emerging and growing tech sectors, and the opportunities for both of our states, particularly Karnataka, which is hosting today's summit, to be able to work closer and closer together. So many things that both of our two states or provinces are doing are in line and trying to achieve the same things. New South Wales is the largest state in the Commonwealth of Australia, with the largest concentration of international businesses and particularly the largest concentration of tech-related businesses. The opportunities emerging in this state are wonderful, and particularly for me as the Minister for Investment, the opportunity to be in India earlier in the year allowed me to build on many of these wonderful relationships. To my very good friend and former leader, the Honourable Barry O'Farrell, who is currently our High Commissioner to India. He's a strong advocate of all of the nations, but all of the states of Australia, I should say, but particularly the opportunities to learn more about New South Wales. Here in the state of New South Wales, we've had a very strong focus around investing in digital technology. In our most recent budget, the Digital Restart Package allocates over $1.6 billion to increasing and enhancing the opportunities for technology to be built into the way we live our lives and the way the New South Wales Government does business with its customers, the citizens of our wonderful state. What that $1.6 billion does is creates plenty of opportunities for businesses both small and large to become customers and partners of the New South Wales Government. I hope that many of the participants in the Tech Summit tonight have the opportunity to support the New South Wales Government and work with us as we undertake our own digital transformation. Also recently in our budget that we've announced is a strong focus on doing more business internationally. We're doing this in two ways. Our global New South Wales partnerships are all about making New South Wales open for business. It allows us to invest more in our on-ground and supporting work that takes place around the world, particularly in India, where New South Wales has a Trade Commissioner currently and will be increasing our footprint there. So there'll be more wonderful people from New South Wales for you to talk to in your own markets about the opportunities that exist here. On top of that, we're creating new opportunities for businesses to invest in New South Wales, creating a concierge service so that you've got a one entry point and we can take care of all of the other services that you need to make sure the investment here in New South Wales works well for you. We've also incentivised investment here into New South Wales. We'll create a payroll tax exemption for any business that brings 30 employees to our state. And that payroll tax exemption would last for 4 years. This creates a significant reduction in cost for any business choosing to come to New South Wales. Now, on top of all of this, we're doing a lot of work around precincts, particularly our Tech Central precinct, right next to Central Train Station in the heart of Sydney CBD, the most important contributor to gross domestic product anywhere in Australia. This place, Tech Central, will be home to our new Quantum Academy. The global business Atlassian has chosen to make its headquarters at this location. And we're going to see a concentration of students, tech businesses, startups, incubators, all coming into this one location called Tech Central. I would strongly encourage you to jump online or talk to a New South Wales trade representative about the opportunities that exist at Tech Central. It's our answer to Silicon Valley, all the fantastic work that's happening in the outskirts of Bengaluru and creating plenty of opportunities for Indian and Australian businesses to work closer together. There are also plenty of opportunities around our health and medical space where we know the integration of technology is changing the opportunities for business, but also the high quality services that we provide all of our customers and patients. So it's fair to say that both India and Australia have technology at the focus of its public policy settings. It's where our governments, both national and provincial, are investing our taxpayer dollars. That's creating plenty of opportunities for businesses in both India and here in New South Wales to work closely together. I hope that you find plenty of opportunities across the Bengaluru Tech Summit. And after this presentation, you understand some of the opportunities that exist here in New South Wales. There's no doubt that whether it's Bengaluru or Sydney, Karnataka or New South Wales, or Australia and India, we are all in a partnership together to make sure technology is at the forefront of the services that we offer our citizens and is at the forefront of a new round of business opportunities. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to me today, and I look forward to working with you to bring your businesses to New South Wales.
Thank you very much, Honourable Stuart Iris, for your address. I would now request Ms. Annika Saarikko, Minister of Science and Culture, Finland, to address all of us.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure and honour to send my greetings from the Ministry of Education, Science and Culture of Finland to the Karnataka government and to the Bengaluru Tech Summit 2020, the flagship event of the Indian technology scene. I would also like to congratulate India as being ranked second by the KPMG as the global hubs for tech innovation, and Bengaluru for being ranked among the top 10 cities in the world for technology innovation. It is pity that due to the COVID-19 pandemic, I am not able to visit the vibrant city of Bengaluru by myself, but instead do have to send my greeting through a video link. However, I am sure there will be plenty of opportunities to meet in person in the future, as our connection to Karnataka and Bengaluru is so active. Finland and India have long-standing and excellent ties, highlighted by the fact that we are currently celebrating the 71st anniversary of diplomatic relations between our countries. Finland and India are investing in joint R&D, and the cooperation between researchers, universities, companies and employees is starting to flourish, creating plenty of career and project opportunities for researchers and experts in universities and companies in Finland and in India. Ladies and gentlemen, digitalization is one of the major trends changing the society and business. Rapid technological advances, international competition and climate change are challenging the world in a new way. However, digitalization also provides us with tools and solutions for tackling these new challenges. The current Finnish government program, which was launched last year, has outlined a socially, economically and ecologically sustainable society as our priority. There is increasing market potential, for example, circular and climate-friendly solutions based on digital technologies and particularly better utilization of data. We have to aim at building a human-centric data economy. We need to respond to the digital transformation in a fair and just way that enhances citizens' trust in digital solutions, data security and responsible handling of data. We are all looking at the possibilities that artificial intelligence, quantum technology and other emerging technologies and digital platforms can provide for businesses and for the well-being of our citizens. Promoting digital skills among the whole population, also the elderly, is of utmost importance to ensure rapid deployment of digital technologies. In Finland, as in India, innovation plays an important role as an engine for renewal and productivity. That the Finnish innovation policy aims to create an environment that encourages enterprises to bold innovation, renewal and international growth too. We have a goal of increasing Finland's expenditure to GDP's ratio for research, development and innovation to 4% by 2030. Our government aims to ensure that Finland is the best innovation and business environment for companies seeking to develop innovative products, services and solutions. Promoting ecosystems that will boost the competitive strength of companies and all stakeholders in the ecosystem is essential for enhancing innovations. Ecosystems also play an increasingly important role in innovations and value creation in platform economy. Therefore, we need data-intensive and strategically managed platforms and ecosystems in various individual businesses sectors, but increasingly also those that operate across sectors. Let me also remind you, dear audience, that Finland is an attractive place to do business. Global Innovation Index in 2020 ranked Finland as the 7th best business environment. Finland has the most digital startups per capita in the world. Every year, the startup world gathers at Schloss in Finland. Schloss is the second largest startup event in the world and the event to discover and meet the Nordic technology scene. Dear listeners, we all know that globalization has fostered larger competition for talent as knowledge economies increasingly rely on highly skilled workers. This is the case in Finland as well. Our government aims to increase work-based immigration of experts. Furthermore, like in many countries of the Western world, large amount of highly skilled workers of Finland are retiring in the coming years. This creates a knowledge gap that needs to be filled. At the same time, many students today aim for an international career and have the skills to match, such as widely appreciated professional skills, language skills, and a suitable degree. Many young professionals search for international experience, and many experienced professionals search for new opportunities abroad. Finland has established the Talent Boost program for attracting and retaining international talents. With the Future is Made in Finland webinar series and campaign, we reach out to Indian students and researchers and as well as skilled tech experts too. Moreover, this type of talent exchange enhances the innovation collaboration between Finnish and Indian companies and universities, which is beneficial for both countries, I believe. Indian professionals are highly appreciated in Finland, and many already actively seek opportunities in Finland. India is the #1 country for specialists' work permit and visas to Finland. Finnish companies value highly the skills of Indian ICT professionals. Finnish economy is very connected to international trade, and the working culture in Finnish companies will benefit from cultural diversity. Entrepreneurship abroad is a viable career option for many as well. Many new startup companies in Finland are entirely or partly founded by international entrepreneurs. Finland is an attractive place to do business. Global Innovation Index in 2020 ranked Finland also as the second best business environment for institutions after Singapore. Finnish economy is stable and predictable. The corporate tax rate is low and credit ratings strong. In addition, Indian subsidiaries of ICT companies are growing their presence in Finland. We appreciate that India is among the fastest digitalization countries in the world and that it has made tremendous progress in recent years, Karnataka leading as the Silicon Valley of India. We are eager to work closer together in digitalization and see numerous prospects for mutually beneficial cooperation, for example, related to artificial intelligence. To conclude, ladies and gentlemen, I sincerely hope I got you interested in Finland and possibly cooperation with us. Once again, Finland is eager to boost active collaboration between our tech companies and universities and Indian partners. We are here to further boost and strengthen our excellent, long-standing and diverse ties with India, the fascinating major economy that is developing and digitalizing at a fast pace. As a small and agile knowledge-intensive country, we are eager to work together with India in finding solutions to global challenges. For Indian top professionals as you, Finnish companies also offer tempting career opportunities for gaining international experience in Finland or in India. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Annika Sariko, for your comments and indicating us about the friendship between India and Finland. I would now request Mr. John Whittingdale, Minister of State for Media and Data at the Department of Digital, Culture, Media and Sport, United Kingdom, to address all of us.
I am honoured to have been invited by the Government of Karnataka to speak at Bengaluru's 23rd Annual Tech Summit. I'm very sorry that I'm not able to be with you in person today, but I'm delighted to be able to speak to you digitally. I remember from my visit to Bengaluru around 25 years ago the strength of the tech industry even then, so it is no surprise that under Karnataka's leadership it is known as India's innovation capital. A key priority for the UK in 2021 is the G7, where we will look to explore how we can work with India to put open societies at the heart of our presidency. And in the lead up to India's 2022 G20 presidency, I look forward to continuing to work with you as the world's largest democracy on our many shared goals. At the country session on Thursday, you heard from my colleague Lord Ahmad on tech's role in green recovery and a sustainable future. Digital and emerging technologies have the potential to solve some of the most pressing global challenges of our time, such as climate change, and they are playing a key role in helping the UK reach our net zero ambition. Next year's COP26 summit in Glasgow will showcase how technology can be harnessed to address the climate crisis by putting a spotlight on themes such as zero emissions vehicles and green finance. Today, I want to focus on our priorities for collaboration with India on digital initiatives. To fulfill the potential of technology, we must work with global partners, share our best practice, and learn from innovation wherever we find it. That is why the UK-India Tech Partnership was agreed in 2018. It aims to help grow the tech ecosystem, positioning the UK as India's global partner and destination of choice in tech. The creation of the UK-India Tech Hub has been a major achievement and a key example of our global network of international tech partnerships. Through this, we forge innovation exchanges, facilitating introductions between the UK tech industry and 18 early-stage Indian digital tech startups. We stimulate digital local economies, and we build high-end digital skills to drive sustainable growth. Go Global India is a fantastic program for startups using technology to tackle local issues and learn to scale and build global solutions. By working with UK partners and honing skills, 2 startups have moved their headquarters to the UK, and the program has provided prospective investments for a further 5. Looking to 2021 and beyond, exiting the European Union offers new possibilities for the UK's international policy. On trade and investment, we're working closely with our Department of International Trade to support Indian and UK companies in extending their global reach and contributing to economic development in tech and innovation. I welcome the progress we have made on the UK-India Enhanced Trade Partnership and look forward to working closely together to unlock economic benefits and to resolve key market access issues. I'm delighted that we have also established a new agreement between India's Department of Telecommunications and DCMS to promote closer cooperation and the exchange of information in telecommunications and ICT. This marks a major stepping stone in building a closer trading relationship with India. We're also committed to developing a regulatory regime for digital technologies which is pro-competitive, pro-innovation, agile and proportionate. We'll encourage innovation while protecting consumers and businesses as well as promoting our democratic values. This will include new regulation mandating all internet-connected devices sold or made in the UK to have security built in, ensuring that the public and industry are protected. As India seeks to expand on its 2015 draft Internet of Things policy, we are committed to supporting the development of the security framework due in March 2021. I cannot finish my remarks without acknowledging the challenges that we've faced this year as a result of coronavirus. I would like to express my profound sympathy to everyone in India who has lost a family member or a friend to the virus. There is absolutely no question that digital technology and innovation has been at the heart of our response to the pandemic. Digital and data have provided lifelines for our economy and society, enabling us to stay connected and work flexibly, and through innovation, paving the way for the development of vaccines. Our most innovative companies, DeepMind and Benevolent AI, are using AI to identify effective treatments, from helping us to speed up real-world trials of new vaccines to identifying approved drugs which could potentially inhibit its progression. The sharing of health data can aid vital scientific research into diseases, while uniting countries in their response to global health emergencies. Shaped by our recently published National Data Strategy, the UK promotes using data to drive growth and innovation across the economy while maintaining public trust and confidence. We can be world-leading by striking our own data agreements with partners, boosting trade and supporting our pro-growth agenda, while ensuring that data protection standards are maintained. I want to thank the Government of Karnataka for inviting me to speak today. It's exciting to form such dynamic partnerships as we seek to unlock opportunities for collaboration through international cooperation. If we want new technologies to reflect the values that we hold dear, then we will need to form strong and enduring international partnerships with like-minded nations. I look forward to strengthening our strategic partnership with India to deliver long-term growth and collaboration between our countries.
Thank you, Mr. John Whittingdale, for your comments. And of course, India and UK have been friends for centuries. I would now request Ms. Judith Ravin, US Consul General, Chennai, to address all of us.
Good afternoon. I am honored to join Chief Minister Yediyurappa in bringing to a close the Bengaluru Tech Summit 2020, which has defied pandemic obstacles and restrictions to prove once again to be India's most impactful technology summit of the year. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the summit organizers, including the Government of Karnataka, the Software Technology Parks of India, and Karnataka Innovation and Technology Society for inviting me on behalf of US Consulate General Chennai to be a part of this remarkable event. I had the pleasure of attending a number of sessions and presentations on the latest technological advancements that will define the future for countless industries and sectors. I'm proud to say that the US private sector, which was prominently represented throughout this summit, demonstrated its continued commitment to play a pivotal role in supporting innovation-driven growth of India's economy. As many of you are most likely aware, India conducts more trade in goods and services, receives more investment, and enjoys more people-to-people ties with the United States than any other country. The economic partnership between the United States and India serves as a fundamental pillar in our bilateral relationship. Many of our mutual interests, from defense to space to energy, converge in Bengaluru. Karnataka hosts over 650 US companies, many of them in Bengaluru. Perhaps it is no coincidence that it is known as Silicon Valley of India. The presence of all these American firms, many of which are leaders in the tech sector, is a prime example of just how intertwined our economies have become. In addition to injecting fresh capital into the Indian economy, These companies employ thousands of Indian citizens in high standard work environments, implement corporate social responsibility initiatives, and invest in the development of employee skills. Indian firms have also made similar investments in the United States, helping to bring Bengaluru, Silicon Valley, and our countries closer together. The sheer volume of US and foreign companies thriving in South India is a testament to the region's constantly improving investment climate, which is supported by state governments keenly focused on implementing economic-driven reforms. In addition to the efforts of our private sector, the United States and Indian governments are working together to ensure a stronger, more secure, and more prosperous global environment for technology, research, and innovation. Our annual US-India Cyber Dialogue, ICT Working Group, and Cyber Defense Dialogue were held virtually this year, helping to deepen our collaboration, ensure the free flow of information that has underpinned the success of the IT sector, and address threats posed by the malign actors. The newly formed US International Development Finance Corporation, or DFC, is accelerating US private sector-led engagement in India and around the world. DFC is poised to fuel economic growth through equity investments, debt financing, and technical development, with $60 billion available for worldwide investments. More importantly, DFC investments are transparent, financing is sustainable, and economic and social impacts are addressed. Like many of you, I would have preferred to join the Tech Summit in person, allowing me to meet industry leaders and startup visionaries face-to-face and experience firsthand the technological advancements on display by the hundreds of participating exhibitors. Although COVID-19 has precluded that, I remain optimistic in the medical advances that we have already seen in the fight against the pandemic, achieved through the collaborative efforts between the technology and health sectors. The US government looks forward to continued advances in biotechnology, artificial intelligence, robotics, and bioengineering to help keep us all safe. The United States and Indian partnership continues to strengthen the global response to COVID-19. The innovation and technological breakthroughs on display at this summit take us one step closer to ending the pandemic and improving global health in the long term. Once again, thank you for this opportunity to underscore the integral ties between the economies of the United States and India, and how our collaborative relationship drives innovation and inspires solutions in India, the United States, and across the globe. Thank you so much.
Judith Ravind, for indicating the further growth of friendship between India and the United States of America. I would now request Mr. Randhir Jaiswal, Consul General of India, New York, to address us.
Warm greetings to all of you from the Indian Consulate in New York. We are delighted that Bengaluru Tech Summit 2020 is being organized by IT-BT Department of Government of Karnataka, and Indo-American Chamber of Commerce is a partner in the event. There is a lot of excitement happening in the Indian technology space, and all these would be at display at the BTS Bengaluru Tech Summit 2020. Technology from IT, digital world, artificial intelligence, to space, and much more. Technology happens to be an important connect in the relationship of India with the United States. India has a lot to offer and a lot to showcase to the world when it comes to technology and cutting-edge research. I wish the Bengaluru Technology Summit the very best.
Thank you, Mr. Randir Jaiswal, for giving us an insight about Indo-US friendship. Under the guidance of the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri B.S. Yediyurappa, the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Dr. C.N. Ashwath Narayan, has been leading from the front and has spearheaded Bengaluru Tech Summit 2020. It's indeed my pleasure to request the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Dr. C.N. Ashwath Narayan, for the valedictory address.
Namaskara and good evening. I am delighted to welcome my dear cabinet colleagues, the Minister for Large and Medium Scale Industries, Shri Jagdish Shetterjee, the Minister for Agriculture, Shri B.C. Patil, the Minister for Home Affairs, Shri Basavaraj Bommai, the Minister for Primary and Secondary Education and Sakal, Shri Suresh Kumar. They have been a great allies in this journey with all of us, and I thank them for their remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy to have seen your eagerness to enhance your engagement with us. As the 3 days of celebration of our wonderful city, state, and vibrant ecosystem called the Bengaluru Tech Summit comes to an end, I hope that our better understanding of each other's perspective will result in a better alignment of your plans and our vision. Throughout this year, as India and Karnataka bravely fought the global pandemic, the world was witness to our true strength. It successfully brought our traits that we Indians and Kannadigas are known for: a strong sense of responsibility, a spirit of compassion, the spark of innovation. We have all shown remarkable resilience in this pandemic, be it fighting the virus or ensuring economic stability. This resilience is driven by the strength of our systems, support of our people, and stability of our policies. It is because of the strength of our systems that we have continued to remain as one of the world's preferred investment destination. Bengaluru has always taken charge to lead the transformation of India with innovation, science, and technology. The theme of this year's summit was Next is Now, building on the success of our event last year. Innovation, especially in leveraging disruptive technologies, is the need of the hour. Through the sessions, panels, presentation, Knowledge Cafe, we have created a larger platform for exchange of knowledge and ideas. And we encourage you all to collaborate further to come up with products and services of the future that can truly impact the lives of all geographies and all strata of society. It was indeed a matter of great privilege to have the presence of Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, to inaugurate the summit this year. The Honorable Prime Minister's presence and inspiring words gave us all a lot of energy. We were also honored by the virtual presence from His Excellency Mr. Scott Morrison, Honorable Prime Minister of Australia, and His Excellency Mr. Guy Parmelin, Vice President of Swiss Confederation. The summit was conducted under the able guidance of the chairman, members of the three vision groups on IT, biotech, and startups. For the first time, an international advisory group was also formed to ensure a global perspective while designing the conference. BTS is the only event in India which has brought together India's leading cross-sectoral industry organizations like NASSCOM, TIE, LCM, ISA, ABAI, ABLE, CLIC, and IACC on a common platform. Over the last few months, our department and all the stakeholders have been working hard to design this summit. I would like to thank and congratulate each and every one of them for the successful conduct of this show. I would like to place on record my deep appreciation for departments ACS Dr. E.V. Raman Reddy and Srimati Meena Nagaraj, the director of the department, and all other individuals who have contributed to make this event a grand success. Ladies and gentlemen, this 23rd edition of the Bengaluru Tech Summit witnessed 25 plus countries, 59 sessions across information technology, biotechnology, startups, and Global Innovation Alliance. 16 Global Innovation Alliance sessions by international partners Australia, Bahrain, Canada, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Israel, Japan, the Netherlands, Sweden, Switzerland, UK, Taiwan, and Lithuania. 10 minister-led delegation, including the ministers from Australia, Germany, Finland, the United Kingdom, France, and Lithuania, participated in such a grand manner. The numbers say it all. In its 23rd edition, and in fact, the first virtual edition of Bengaluru Tech Summit has been a new learning for all of us. The virtual format enabled us to break the barrier of time zones. We had leading innovators, scientists, and tech evangelists participating from all across the globe despite the varying time zones. For instance, in the One Health track, we had speakers from leading North American institutions such as MIT, Harvard. This was a first for us at the BTS. We were also able to organize the event in a very cost-effective manner, while having a larger coverage globally and locally, something that we can be proud of in these unprecedented times. Social media, YouTube, and BTS platform ensured that message from BTS has reached every household through people's mobile, laptops, and personal device. And also through the B2B platform, we were able to provide virtual spaces for startups, MSMEs, individuals, and scientists to interact with each other and global leaders. Barriers of access were also removed. There was some special events this year which added to the richness of entire exchange. The first Karnataka Bioeconomy Report 2020 was launched on the day 2 of the Bengaluru Tech Summit 2020. The report valued Karnataka's bioeconomy right now at USD 22.6 billion. It lays down 6 strategic recommendations to take Karnataka's share in the national bioeconomy from the current 1/3 to half in the next 5 years. For the first time, Indian bio segment featured bio partnering in collaboration with Innova Partnering tool, the global leaders in facilitating pre-scheduled business meetings. We look forward to furthering the interactions and identify the collaborations. The Bio Quiz competition, India's largest state-level quiz on biotechnology, was organized this year virtually using Quizitol, the world's first integrated digital. This time we had students from various disciplines participate, and it is a matter of great pride that 70% of total 800 plus students who participated were in fact bright girl students. Friends, there were some very interesting advances made in the field of information technology as well. We announced the inception of path-breaking art park at the Indians of Science. The Karnataka Digital Economy Mission KDM has taken full form, and we are ready to reach out to the world through it. And for the first time at the BTS, we had specific track for the growing and very vital field of agri-tech. Ladies and gentlemen, some of the biggest names in the industry and innovation engaged with the Karnataka ecosystem during BTS, such as Mr. Amit Agrawal, head of Amazon India, Mr. Anand Mahendra, Mr. Sonam Wangchuk, the renowned innovator, Dr. Steve Jolly, co-founder of Lockheed Martin, Dr. Mia Miyappan, Chief Scientist, Space Exploration, NASA, Mr. Rajan Anand, Managing Director, Sequoia Capital, and Surge, Sri Sadguru Jaggi Vasudev. During the summit, the state of Karnataka has finalized 8 MOUs and the intention for collaboration with GI partner institution. It is great to see so many institution level collaboration shaping up, and we look forward to further strengthening our relationship with GI partner countries. These MOUs are time bound, deliverable focused, activity oriented, and will make sure that the implementation of the MOUs will achieve the desired objectives. These highlights of BTS do not even begin to give a glimpse of the great 3 days we had. And what adds to the entire experience this year is that all these sessions will be available on demand for everyone to see very soon. The COVID-19 pandemic has highlighted the need for rapid innovation, synergies between biotechnology and information technology, and global cooperation. BTS 2020 is the ideal platform for achieving these aims. Our government, led by our Chief Minister Sri Yediyurappa ji, is fully committed to ensure that these technologies and innovations are made in Karnataka for the world in collaboration with leading minds and to improve the life of the common man. On this occasion, I would also like to invite you all to the next 24th edition of the Bengaluru Tech Summit, which will be held from 18th to 20th November 2021, which I promise will be bigger and more engaging and disruptive than ever. I thank you once again for having made this event a grand success. I look forward to seeing you once again for the next 24th edition of the Bengaluru Tech Summit. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka.
Thank you very much, Dr. C. N. Ashwath Narayan, for a highly inspiring and motivating valedictory address, and of course, the commitment of Government of Karnataka towards the growth of the entire sector. Thank you very much. Before we close, I would request the General Manager of KITS, Srimati Pushpalata, for the concluding remarks and to propose vote of thanks.
Namaskara. It's my privilege to deliver today's vote of thanks. Firstly, I would like to thank all of the thousands of attendees and participants for virtually attending the BTS 2020 over the last 3 days. These 3 days of BTS 2020 have established Karnataka as a global leader in innovation, provided us a chance to celebrate our ecosystem and engage on the most important topics of the current era. I would like to thank Dr. C. N. Ashwath Narayan sir, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, for being the guiding light for BTS 2020 for the entire team. I would like to thank the ministers from our GIA partner countries for their virtual presence today. The Honorable Stuart Ayres, New South Wales Minister of Jobs, Investment, Tourism and Western Sydney, Australia. Ms. Annika Sariko, Minister of Science and Culture, Finland. Mr. John Whittingdale, Minister of State of Media and Data at the Department for Digital, Culture, Media and Sport, United Kingdom. Your presence in the valedictory has added the global perspective to the event, something we saw throughout the last 3 days. I would like to thank Dr. E.V. Ramana Reddy sir, Additional Chief Secretary, Department of IT, BT and SNT, Government of Karnataka, for leading the department in this endeavor over the last few weeks. I would like to thank Ms. Judith Ravin, Consul General to United States in Chennai, and Mr. Randhir Jaiswal, Consulate General of India, New York, for their remarks. I would also like to extend gratitude to the chairpersons of our 3 vision groups, Sri S. Gopalakrishnan, co-founder Infosys and chairperson, Axelar Venture and chairperson, Karnataka Vision Group for Information and Technology, Dr. Kiran Majumdar Shah, Executive Chairperson, Biocon Limited and chairperson, Karnataka Vision Group for Biotechnology, and Shri Prashant Prakash, SL Partners and chairperson, Karnataka Vision Group for Startups, for not only ably heading the respective Karnataka Vision Groups, but also for leading the pathway for a successful, innovative and technology-driven ecosystem. I would also like to thank Dr. Vijay Chandru, co-founder and chairman of Strand Life Sciences, Mr. Jitendra Chadda, chairman IESA for chairing the conference committees for BT and IT respectively. They have ensured that the speaker for the sessions of the last 3 days have been global leaders and the level of engagement have been the highest. I would like to thank Mr. Shailendra Kumar Tyagi, Software Technology Parks of India, for being constant pillars of support and engagement in this journey. STPI has been a partner to the department in BTS for multiple years and we look forward to their support in the future as well. I would like to thank all the industry associations, NASCOM, ABLE, ISA, TIE, Elshia, ABAI, CLIC and ISCC for their support this year. I would like to thank the entire team of Active for successfully orchestrating managing the BTS 2020 over the last 3 days. The virtual format of the event posed a new challenge this year and the team has ensured flawless delivery of the event. I would like to thank our ecosystem partners, industry, startups, researchers and students, without whom Karnataka would not have become the leader of innovation. As the Honorable Deputy Chief Minister said, government is committed to ensure that these technologies and innovations are made in Karnataka for the world in collaboration with leading minds and to elevate the life of the common man. BTS 2020 has been the showcase of this commitment. Once again, I would like to thank you all for your support and participation. Your involvement and cooperation for future initiatives would be key to take Karnataka towards becoming the innovation powerhouse in the world.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, with this we come to the end of BTS 2020. And of course, let's hope and pray to the Almighty that the BTS 2021 will be a physical event and we will have the opportunity to meet one another. So until then, all of you, please take care, namaskara, and see you all in BTS 2021. Keep smiling.